Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 38 of our Hearts of Midlothian save, our bid to take the club to the top of Scottish football, and today we end our European campaign in disappointment, but hopefully on a high at home to Sporting Lisbon, and then we go to Celtic, and we really need to at least avoid defeat if we have any chance of making a title race of this season, because otherwise the gap's going to be getting a little bit too big. But since last episode where we had... well, it was entertainment. It was all goals last episode, wasn't it? We've done a little bit of work on defensive training since then, and it has kind of paid off. We've had 2 home games against bottom or lower in the league teams. First up against St Mirren, it was 2-0. This was a really, really good performance. You can see Innes Cameron got the double, which was good to see him getting some goals. We essentially dominated the game. You can see from the player ratings that we had the better players. Yeah, maybe a little bit too even in match stats, but I thought we did okay. It was a good performance. And then we played Dundee United, and this was just a solid performance. Again, you can see from the play ratings we had the better players. Levitt got a goal. He also missed a penalty. Apparently he's our best penalty taker that's on the field at times, but his penalty taking, he's not that bad. I don't understand why he misses all these penalties. Anyway, and it was Innes Cameron again, banging in the goals, old Innes. And there we go, 2-0 again. Solid stuff. And if we have a look at what all that means for the league table, you can see we are second behind Celtic, 6 points back, though they do have a game in hand, and that game in hand is against St Mirren. So based off what I saw from St Mirren, that's pretty much 9 points. So we really cannot afford to drop any further back than that. Ideally, we'd like to beat them. You can see we are still ahead of Rangers, still ahead of Aberdeen, and Inverness is still sitting up there as well. And you can see in the Europa League, we have the head-to-head over Karabag, so even if we lose and they win, which are not going to beat Florentino, I'd be shocked if they did, but we're going to finish third in our group, which is a little bit of a disappointment. But, you know, these things happen, don't they? It's our first time in Europe. I think we've learnt some lessons. Let's have a look at the team that we're sending out. Or actually, let's first off have a look at what we're expecting from Sporting Lisbon here. If I just scroll back, how long ago was I at the right screen here? There it is. So they are the favourites. You would expect that. They are just a better team than us, aren't they? But we're up against Marcel Keizer. Now he's Dutch. Or you already had... Where was he at? Oh, yeah, that's right. He was at Ajax for a bit and then went off to the Middle East. But it's balanced mentality, standard playing style. Analysis report here, you can see that's how we're expecting them to play. This is how they played against us last time, where it was 2-1 that they beat us, but it wasn't really 2-1, was it? They pretty much played us off the park. Now, this is the team that we're sending out. Now, we are experimenting. I mean, this is more for next year. I'm experimenting for next year to see... if we can find like a formation that might work a little bit more in Europe against teams that are better than us. So we're going to try this, see how it goes. So it's Teddy Smith in goal. It's Herring and Proctor as the 2 centre-backs. Usi Tutu is going to go down the right and Mitchell down the left to provide the width. Hamilton's going to sit in front of the back 2 with Dominguez and Hickey. It's Levitt in behind Uche and Brophy. My hope here, what I'm thinking, is that if we clog up the middle of the field, just get fullbacks or wingbacks getting forward to provide the width and just kind of see what happens. What we do have is we have our strikers will be man-marking their wing-backs, so hopefully we won't get overrun in wide areas. And it's just a bit of an experiment. There's nothing really riding on the game, so I just want to see, because I feel like the games that we've played against Sporting and Florentina so far, they've had too much of the ball, haven't they? They've sort of overrun us a little bit. They've looked like they can score and create chances at will. So we're just going to try this. Come on, let's show we can keep our run going. All right, let's go with that. As I said, we have done a lot of work on defensive training or defensive work in training, so hopefully we'll see a benefit from that. We'll just have to wait and see. I mean, we've kept 2 clean sheets against St Mirren and Dundee United, but that's a big step up then to go obviously and play Sporting. We'll just because you can see our strikers are going out wide. Levitt should then sort of hold the middle and sort of stop the centre backs from playing out too much. Like I say, it's an experiment. If it doesn't work, it hasn't really cost us too much. I think it's we've got to use this game for something. So I think that's probably the best thing to use it for. Oh, it's not the best defending. Someone's dove in there. And 2 minutes and we're 1-0 down. Let's show some passion. And yeah, was it Hamilton that dove in, or was it one of the centre-backs? It's one of the centre-backs. Oh no, it's the winger. It's Mitchell. Mitchell's dove in. He's left his man as well. I mean, it wasn't the best defending for Mitchell, if I'm being honest. Usi Tutu on a booking. This is going well, isn't it? We haven't had any of the ball. Do we already call this a failed experiment? Let's try and get creative. Come on, boys. Come on. I do wonder if we need to maybe play the wing-backs as sort of wing-backs, but play them as full-backs, getting forward from deeper. I don't like this disinterested and nervous. That's not great. We do have Godinho on the bench. It's a good opportunity for Usi Tutu to get some match fitness up here, which is why we're playing him. yeah, I mean, I don't like that Herring's just looking disinterested and whatnot. That's not ideal. I tell you what, other than that early goal, that half has gone okay. We've at least had 50% of the game. I'm going to say I'm not really particularly happy with that, though. Or do we just say unlucky? Or do we say I'm pleased? I'm pleased. Just say I'm pleased. Let's just get out there. I just said how well it's gone apart from the goal. So maybe this does work. We'll need to tweak it. We'll need to get sort of, if we're going to play like this, we'll need to, if Hamilton's going to play as this DM role, we will need to get either somebody in there that's better at it, or just get him fully up to date. Here's Hickey. Hickey! Oh! Decent effort from Aaron Hickey. That would have been a hell of a way to start the half, wouldn't it? Come on, boys. Come on. We've almost been the better team here again. I think what we've lacked, what this campaign has showed me, is that we can keep the ball. We haven't really been outpossessed in any game. It's just taking that next step and actually breaking teams down. What we might try here, since we're trying things, let's try Uche as a target man on support, and Brophy. It was a comment, I think it was Gary Turpie in the comments, saying we should try even Brophy as a poacher. Well, we wasn't necessarily talking about this formation, but I do think there is maybe some merit in that. Let's bring Andy Irving on and play him box to box as well. Is there anything else we want to do here? Actually, no, we don't. Do we want to do him box to box? We'll need to figure out the midfield positions as well. It's maybe a little bit not as good as it could be right now. Let's put him on an attack, try and get another body into the box. If Uche is going to be a target man, try and get bodies around him, running off him. Mitchell with a throw, it's not the best. Hamilton's just kind of backed off of that. Cross comes in, it's well taken there by Proctor. Well done, mate. Good control as well under pressure. Here goes Dimitri Mitchell, coming out from the penalty area for Levitt. Levitt goes early. Brophy's there. Can he find Uche? Can he find Uche? Uche! There it is. It was almost in slow motion as the cross floats in from Brophy, but we did indeed find him, and Brophy finally does something good in the first team that's on YouTube anyway. He's had a few decent games, but lungy tackle there, digs out across, and look at that. Sporting has learnt what Scottish football has known for the past 2 or 3 years. You do not mess with Uche. 16th goal of the year for him. Was it offsides? No, it was not, quite simply. And we've come straight back. I did yell concentrate. I yelled concentrate, Teddy Smith, not go get cake. Come on. Read the comments from last episode if you don't get that. Come on, boys. Come on. Oh, don't do it. 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 Oh, it's offside, ref, surely. Oh, far out. Boys, come on. You've let yourselves down there. You've really let yourselves down. Oh, it's just strolled in. It's Acuna again. And no one's even reacted. No one's even looked like they're going to react. Let's go attacking. Oh, that's really disappointing. We were so close to taking a point. We could still take a point off them. Let's be positive here. Let's try exploit the flanks. We'll be more creative. We'll raise our tempo. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments of this formation. Has it worked? Has it not worked? I mean, we've created chances, haven't we? All right, come on, boys. We deserve something from this game. Levitt, it's there. It's back post. Herring can't get to it, and that's probably going to be the game. Yeah, that's really disappointing yet again. Look at that. I hate conceding straight after scoring. And I'd yelled concentrate as well. We'll say unlucky. We'll say unlucky. So there we go. We fall to late defeat. We receive 50 grand for going out in the group stages. What do the finances look like after that? So 10.5. So we've lost a little bit from the peak, but that's a lot better, wasn't it? So say this time last year where we were in debt this time last year. So it's been a good 12 months financially. Yeah, we go out of Europe. History will show we crashed out in the group stage and that we didn't get too many points. But I don't think we've done ourselves any shame. Only a goal difference of -3 over 6 games. Really, we probably should have beaten Karabag, which would be 6 points. And we could easily, another year, have taken points off of Sporting and or Florentina, I think. So There we go. We'll hopefully be back in that next year. Better for this experience. But guys, wait right there. We're up against Celtic next. Okay, welcome back. It is time to go to Celtic Park and hopefully come back with a result. We've had some decent results go away already this weekend. Rangers only managed to draw, so that's good. That means even if we lose, we will still be at least equal on points with them, ahead of them on goal difference, unless we get a little bit of a pounding, which hopefully we won't. Now we know what to expect from Celtic these days. Marcelo Bielsa coached team. They're attacking, they're a passing team, and the analysis report on their 2-0 win against Inverness. That's how we're expecting them to line up. Look at some of those players though. Oxlade-Chamberlain, Gravenberch, McGregor's decent as well. AR, it's back. Oh, it's a good team. It's a really, really good team. We can see they're pretty compact. I'm wondering if we can maybe look to get in behind them. There's their passing network and their key passes, all very much in and around the penalty area. Now, this is the team that we're sending out. Now, before we get to this, I just wanted to draw our attention to two of our youngsters. You will notice that Dominguez is no longer unhappy at the club. Excellent, I thought. Let's offer him a new contract. No. He's not gonna enter into the contract negotiations because he wants this interest elsewhere. So basically, he's gonna let his contract run down. Now we have Dominguez till the end of next season. We'll give it maybe to the end of this year, and if he hasn't changed his stance, we're gonna have to sell him in the summer. We're gonna end up losing him for nothing, and that is not what we want. We want a nice big juicy fee and a 50% sell-on clause on him. And the other problem we have is Lewis Hartford, one of our other. They both came through the same. It's sort of our class of 19 or 18, whatever year it would have been. He is absolutely sensational. I wanted to get him tied down to the club. A release fee, unnegotiable, of $325,000. I mean, that's just not going to do because he's not worth that now, but he's going to be worth a lot more than that. So again, it might be a case of we're going to have to just try and sell him and get that 50% sell-on fee to make sure we actually get what he's worth, or else we're going to lose him for $325,000 and get nothing sort of after that. So yeah, it's all well and good having good youngsters coming through, but we need to be able to keep them, and it looks like we're going to lose probably our two best, to be honest. Anyway, this is the team we're sending out for Celtic. It's Teddy Smith in goal. It's Mitchell Herring. Coping comes back in. He's not really ready for this, but Proctor's picked up. He's got a cold. So instead of bringing Coping off the bench, we're going to start him in this one and just sort of see how he goes. You have Fitzgerald we can bring on if we need to. Michael Smith goes at right back. It's Dominguez and Hickey. We're going to keep them both in midfield, but just sort of change their roles around a little bit. McDonald's, Levitt, and the Wizard, Lewis Potter, in behind the great man Uche up top. So there we go, they're lining up as expected. It looks like we're being a little bit more attacking than them. Is that going to be a mistake? Well, time will tell, won't it? Robertson's just got there and prove a point. Let's just say calmly go out there, pull up an offset. Yeah, let's go there. Let's go out there, pull up an upset, boys. Let's go maybe a little bit of passion. We have faith. See if we can fire him up just a little bit. Yeah, this is going to be tough, but we know we can do it. This is Michael Smith, our right back. It's his 100th game for the club, so that's a good achievement for him. Hopefully we'll celebrate in the appropriate manner here, and he won't get caught out high up the pitch like he tends to do from time to time. It is good to see Coping back. Again, I don't know if he's going to get 90 minutes in this game, but we'll just, as long as he's sort of looking good out there, we'll leave him. Oh, that's not a good start. Boys, it's 6 minutes in again. An early goal. Show some passion, boys, and that is not the start we wanted. Straight from a throw too, wasn't it? It was straight from a throw. Is this a Michael Smith? Has he celebrated appropriately? Yeah, he has. He's just been caught ball watching again. Well done, Michael Smith. I think right back, and again, it was something that was flagged in the comments last episode. I think that's somewhere we need to look to upgrade. I'm not convinced increasingly that Godinho is the answer to our problems. Usi Tutu's decent. Oh, the Wizard can't quite get to that. Can he pull it back? He does. Dimitri Mitchell, can he dig out across? It's okay. It's patient if we keep the ball. There we go. Hickey in for the Wizard. The Wizard. It's McDonald. Oh, it's off the crossbar. It's still there. It's the Wizard. How's he missed that? How has he missed that? Is it going to be one of those days in the rebound? We've seen those rebounds hit our keeper's backside and go in, and there it's Hickey. Oh, it's there, Herring! Finally, it goes in. It was a couple of minutes of madness, but we have finally put the ball in the back of the net. It's 1-1, and let's demand more of that, please, boys. Dominguez, it was a decent cross in, wasn't it? It was a good header. It was played down by Lewis Potter. Back for Hickey. A little bit of pinballs in there. The keeper's dived, and there we go. Herring couldn't really miss in the end. All right, 1-1. This is what we need, and we've got an injury to McDonald. Okay, so how do we fix this problem? Yeah, I didn't really plan on that. We can put the Wizard over. we might have to play Levitt as a left-sided player here. Oh, he's not really, is he? All right, just have to try and do it. We could push Mitchell forward. Maybe we do that. We'll bring on Taylor for McDonald. Put the Wizard over, and then we switch that. That looks a little bit better, doesn't it? That seems to work a little bit better. The problem here is match fatiguing 2 left backs at the same time, because if you remember, December is just absolutely relentless. It's sort of 3 games a week for the entire month of December. But we'll deal with that if and when we have to. The main thing here is that we put out a strong team against Celtic and hope for the best. Come on, boys. Teddy Smith. It's a decent ball up there for Michael Smith. I was going to change his positioning, wasn't I, back to something that's a bit more natural rather than the attacking sweeper keeper. He has been doing okay. We'll say he had a bad episode last time out, and we'll leave it at that. We've done well there to win that back. We are pressing, obviously, because they're a passing team, trying to interrupt their playing style. That's the Wizards going to get to that. Go on, Potter. Can he get something else? A wonderful ball for Levitt! Oh, it's a decent save. Could he have just squared it 1 over for Uche standing there, probably screaming at him. But I tell you what, despite going behind early, this is looking okay, and it's just over the bar from Uche. Let's give it a concentrate. Just coming into the break here, boys. Come on, we're doing okay here. We are doing okay. We've arguably had the better of the game. Probably not. It's very, very even though, isn't it? And I tell you what, away to Celtic Park, a very, very even game is a wonderful, wonderful thing. What do we say? It's got to be a don't get complacent, unlucky. We're not doing badly here. We're not doing bad. If everyone keeps working hard, we'll win this. I think I like that. We'll just tell the guys here that aren't playing quite as well as they could do. How is Coping doing? He's coping okay, isn't he? All right, Herring. Let's do that. Smith's doing... What's his name? Taylor. Taylor's doing fine. Inaki Dominguez, sign a contract, mate. Stay here. It's better for your future. I mean, we do have a problem, don't we, when the big 3 in Spain are coming in for one of our players. I mean, in a way, it's a compliment, isn't it, that we've got, presumably, a really, really good young player there. But the problem, obviously, is that... I mean, obviously, he's going to have his head turned, isn't he? Do you want to play for Hearts, or do you want to play for Barcelona, Real Madrid, or Atletico Madrid? I mean, we all know the answer deep down, don't we? Come on, boys, let's demand a little bit more. What we will look to do, if we're not going to sign a new contract, is we'll try... I might need to lower my 5 million asking price. Real Madrid did go as high as, I think, about 3.5. If we get 3.5 million, a 50% sell-on clause, I mean, that's not the worst, is it? We could definitely come out of that worse. So that might be the sort of thing we need to look to do. Come on, boys, let's get creative. This game is here for us. This game is definitely here for us if we are good enough. Oh, come on. No, don't do it. Oh, wait. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We have been working on defence. We've been working on defending set pieces, defending corners. And this has happened. Who's that? Is that Smith again? It's Levitt. I mean, he's just back there kind of making up the numbers, isn't he? There's not offside. It's Levitt that's played them all on as well, it is. So, not a great moment there for Levitt. Come on, boys. Come on. Make some subs. What can we do here? Who's not playing well? We've got an anxious-looking Levitt. I'm not surprised after giving away a goal there. Is there anything else we can do? Not really, is there? We'll leave Coping out. He's tired, but we'll get the minutes in his legs. Come on, boys. Come on. From the corner again. It's Dominguez. It's headed towards goal, and it's not quite going to find its way through. Is there anything else we can do here? Let's raise the tempo. All right, we'll get stuck in. We'll try and win the ball back. I'm never convinced it works, to be honest, but we'll see what we can do. Is the highlight going to continue here? It is. Can we win this and keep possession? Herring wins the ball, but we can't keep possession. That's always the risk, isn't it? Bothheim, it's Samuel in a lot of space. Smith is slowly getting over to him. It's blocked back. That's okay. Can we get a second block in here? We need to win that. We do. It's Brown. Oh, good block. Can we do it again? Come on, boys. We don't deserve 3-1. That would be not a fair reflection of this game. It's bent in, I tell you what, outside the post and wide. It's been a really frustrating couple of episodes, hasn't it? We are so close. We're running teams with such bigger budgets, with better players than us. We're running them close. And we just can't get across the line, it seems like. Look at that. I mean, that was an even game. That was very much... Yes, we scored from a set piece. But, yeah, it's just not quite happening, is it? I can't... It's one of those days, boys. So there we go. Yet again, we fall to a late defeat. We finally lose in the league. We were on a bit of an unbeaten run, 5. So, I mean, it was okay. That was sort of after the team meeting, after the Florentina game. So we did okay there. But, yeah. Now, of course, we do have the transfer window coming up. Just a quick reminder that we do already have Porty O'Connor joining us once the window opens. You can see he's a really strong defender. Not a ball player by any means, but just a good, strong defender. So he'll come in. And that's effectively sort of our... Would he get in ahead of Herring? He'd probably do him close, wouldn't he? So that's something to look forward to for once the window opens. Yeah, no, unfortunately, it was just one of those episodes, wasn't it? We didn't quite get across the line in either of them. But I think, let me know what you think in the comments. I think we did okay in both games. I really do. Yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. Please do subscribe. And then don't forget to ring the bell if you want to know when I upload new episodes. We'll be back next time for the festive fixtures. It's Rangers at home. It's Aberdeen away. Again, 2 really tough games. It'll be a good test of us and see how we're going there right before the transfer window. And there's the league table. That really hurts, doesn't it, in terms of chances of winning a league title. It doesn't look like it's happening this year. But if we can do second again, get back into Europe, and we'll be stronger for that as well. Anyway, guys, that's it for today, as I said. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Aussie Villain. Take care.